What's up, fellow plasters? It is Apollyon here, bringing you the war recap for the last two wars against ESPANA and another Iranian clan I cannot pronounce. So I've done the recap a little bit more in detail on the Town Hall 9 review video. So go ahead and check that out. We'll watch the Town Hall 9 attacks and see a little bit more background. We're just going to jump right into the Town Hall 8 attacks on this one, and then jump into the other war that our most recent Town Hall 8 attack. So this one was really cool. They had a lot more Town Hall 9s than us, so it made it very difficult for our Town Hall 8s they had to go ahead and step up. So we're going to show you some pretty cool attacks against some Town Hall 9s. So the first one, we're going to go ahead and check out Iris jumping up from number 24, which doesn't seem a long jump from 24 to 20, but look at this, Town Hall 9 or 8.5, no expos, but level 10 king, level 9 queen with the double giant bomb, 2 double giant bomb sets, and a couple extra small little defenses. So not at all easy. I don't know if I would call this an anti-3. It's kind of like an anti-2 / anti-3 base, but he does get a trip of the giant bomb up top and the lure, which is very nice. P.E.K.K.A. is a thing of beauty whenever you see that come out, and you have Valkyries, which is what this attack will be, which will be a GoVaHo. Valkyries take out P.E.K.K.A.'s so simple, as well as so do Wizards and Barbarians, but he's just going to drop the king down. That king is going to get pulverized by the P.E.K.K.A. Watch the hit points just go down. They get crushed there, and that king is just about out. Uses the ability, the wall breakers go down, and I think the balloon took care of them too, so that loon finally goes down. Valks will go ahead and open that up into that core with no problem whatsoever. It'll chew through those walls, does a heal, has one more heal left over, and drops the quad quake in the middle to open everything up. The only thing I would do here is, I know it's hard to do, I have a problem with it when I'm attacking to see the whole entire field, but this archer tower at 3 o'clock, whenever these Valks go in here, drop one hog, and you'll see that there's nothing that is going to hit that hog up top. And then these two minions on the bottom here, they're going to be able to take out the cannon, the mortar, and start making their way in, because that air defense is going to go down. So they got a pretty easy road here. Drop that hog right now while that those Valks are tanking. At this point, that it's going to go ahead and take out the minion, and as soon as it's done with that cannon, it's going to move up and get taken out by that archer tower. The hogs are sent up on the back end on the bottom left. While the Valkyries are tanking, still a couple of those Valks up, and has one more heal. So these hogs are working their way around the base, not even touched as those Valkyries were up, but finally they go down, drops a couple more hogs in, still has 3 more left, and needs to make this heal really count. So he's going to go ahead and drop the heal in just a second. And there's only 2 more point defenses. Finally tripped that second double giant bomb set. Fortunately, one of them was already tripped, so it's going to do nothing against these hogs, and they just have to go ahead and take out that archer tower. Saves those 2 back-end hogs exactly for this, so there's going to be no problem there. He loses 1 hog to a spring trap, which is fantastic. And we've got the rest of them, everybody cleaning up. So really, really sweet attack. Not an easy one for a Town Hall 8 by any means. Not definitely a difficult type thing. You even have some Town Hall 9 walls in there. So very nice attack. And since we like that one, we're going to look at Gringo taking out their 21, which is another 8.5. Weird base. It's only an anti-2, but they have a healer in the clan castle here on the enemy's clan castle, which in theory sounds awesome because it sounds like it'll heal the royals. But the problem is with the kill squad does so much damage, the healer can't keep up, doing 55 or 45 per second, and you got 3 or 4 Valkyries hitting you for 100 plus each. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That healer's never going to be able to keep up. So there's the healer in the clan castle with a couple extra things. I think we've got some wizards, archers, a witch, and it's just not going to happen. We're going to go ahead and take that out pretty easily. But I mean, look at this. You got a 14 level queen, and we're taking it on with the Town Hall 8. So that wizard will have a field day with all these skellies bunched up. They just have to slow down. They just have to stop and let him actually hit it. That's the problem here. The wizard is trailing, but doesn't. He finally gets that done. Sacrifices his life. We've got some more wizards going on the bottom. That golem is getting pulverized, and we really need to take out that witch. Finally, the witch goes down. The Larrys go down, and then the Valks are rerouting in here. We've got 2 heals. They will smack down that queen in just 2 seconds. It's already down. or she's already down. That healer will go ahead and go to the king, and we've got tri-Tesla, or maybe a quad Tesla in that core there, I don't know. But got some Teslas, and the king's pounding down things. The healer is not going to be able to keep up. That king goes down, and now the healer has really got nothing to heal, except maybe skeletons. I don't know. So we've got hogs going around the horn. Those Valkyries trip that other giant bomb set, which is always cool. That's exactly what you want to have happen. King is still full health, and you know, the healer is just doing nothing at this point. I'm wondering why the wizards don't attack the healer. That's interesting. I guess if it's not an offensive unit, they'll just completely ignore it. So that's something to note. It's very, very interesting. Still is not even attacking that healer. Just really weird. Okay, I guess it's a AI type of thing. But we've got the Valkyries up, we've got Hogs up, we've got the King still up, and Wizards cleaning around, and we are in cleanup mode. So let's go ahead and fast forward this. I think they finally took down that healer, but get the 3-star. So another great attack against an 8.5. Not an easy base to hit for an 8. So very, very nicely done. Number 24, Gringo getting the 6 stars. GoVaHo. We're going to show a couple of these things, at least a couple, with a little bit of low. There's the low right there. We've got a 1-for-1 trade here, just that lonely cannon, just waiting to be plucked, ripe for the picking, and that loon drops 3 bombs, and we're all over. So we're going to go ahead and get the lure with this balloon. It is only going to be the dragon, because the other loon that's in there is not going to aggro on that loon. So he's going to take care of this dragon. That's an interesting way to take care of it, because you now only have to deal with one. Does not have a poison, and they'll deal with that loon a little bit later on. So we've got wizards doing the funneling. We've got 2 golems that are going to get roasted by this dragon, but hopefully those wizards can step in a little bit and help out with that and take out this dragon. So we've got them doing pretty good right now. And we got a wall breaker going in. There we go. Busted open. Dragon goes down. Loon comes out of the clan castle. And all we got to do is worry about those bombs dropping. But they will focus on the golem, which is very cool. We'll go ahead and watch those Valkyries take up. They're going to start busting out of the core and out of the base again, and that's not the optimum type of thing. But the Barbarian King does his deal, and he goes and trips a double giant bomb, which is exactly what you want. There is only 1 more giant bomb left over in the space, and we've got 2 more heals. So that means these hogs are going to have no problem crushing the rest of it if they just place the heals right, because 1 giant bomb is not going to do anything to this army. So we've still got 3 more hogs left over, and only a few more defenses, 3 more point defenses, but heals up that really nice heal. They've only got to push through this with 2 heals, so that's going to be no problem. Uses those back end hogs just perfectly as soon as that archer tower gets on top of the other group, and we've got a heal covering these hogs, so they're going to make it through. Do lose a couple to spring traps, but the damage is already done. We are in cleanup mode, and we've got a golem, full golem and golemite punching through, and a Valkyrie I think I saw. Another nice attack. Alright, number 27, we're going to check out some mass hogs. We don't get a chance to check out too many mass hogs. These guys from Hispania had some good anti-3 bases. Go ahead and check the ones that were just hit. Those were not bad. Now we're going to get into some not so good ones. These are the compact bases, and whenever you see compact bases, just exploit them with mass hogs. There's no chance that this base is not going to get crushed by that. And remember, we use that kind of diamond base like this. We heal on the right and the left, and then we get it done. 2-finger drop. You could do that here because there's no double giant bomb sets to really worry about in this whole entire bit inside the base. So there's 1 of those giant bombs on the outside, and there's probably 2 more. 1 on the 2 on the right hand side at the exact same opposite mirror locations as that first bomb. So we're doing a kind of surgical thing. We're doing things a little differently than a 2-finger mass drop, and heals that second heal, still has another poison, still has another heal. And we've got the hogs making their way through the base. Still has 7 more hogs, and we use that last heal, but 7 more hogs on the back end. No matter what happens here, he's gonna have enough to clean up these defenses. There we go with just 3 more, and I think he's gonna swag these the rest of these hogs, or at least just use them for cleanup. There we go, 4 more hogs. Does he use them for cleanup is the question, or does he just, there we go. Yeah, so he does. He just drops them in. He's waiting to see where the hogs need to go. He didn't really even need to drop them. He crushed this base without that. But still, you know, better to get the 3 stars guaranteed than maybe get a 99%. Last one on this war, and then we'll jump over to the other one. Lex is going to use a mass hog on this base, and I wanted to show this because it is kind of an anti-3 base, kind of funky, definitely not a high level Town Hall 8, a lot of low defenses, but the concept is exactly the same. Got to try Tesla popping up there, but the damage has been done as far as the lure goes, and we're going to go ahead and pull those things down here. Drops a very nice poison, uses archers and wizards instead of barbarians and wizards, but that's, if you know how to use them, it's just as effective. Has a 3-finger drop here with these hogs, drops in the mass amount of hogs. Just, I'm not sure if this is a cleanup or not. Pretty gutsy to drop a lot of those hogs, not knowing where the giant bombs are, but they are going to clean up this tri-Tesla really easily, and then drops just a mass amount of hogs on that northwest corner. Still has 8 more to go ahead and plow through this base, and another heal as well. So I see 1 giant bomb tripped already. There's a 2nd giant bomb, and there's the double giant bomb tripped 1 at a time. So that's exactly how you want to do it. All the defenses are down. The king is kind of holding his own there. He's being a bully, and we don't like bullies. So we want to see these hogs go ahead and stand up. There they go. Take him down, and then clean up that dark elixir storage. I don't. Did we? Yeah, we didn't even drop the king. Okay, so swag a king. Don't even use the king in that attack. All right, let's check out about 3 or 4 more attacks on the other war, and we'll be all finished. Alright, looking in on this war with a clan I cannot pronounce from Iran, we're going to look at a GoVaLo. So we're going to check out Irish going in with a GoVaLo on this base, and we use GoVaLo when the base designer is so kindly enough to go ahead and open the entire core with all the air defenses in there. Grabs the lure of the dragon and the loon, needs to kill him the old-fashioned way, so we anchor down on the bottom, and or we don't anchor down on the bottom. We just go ahead and drop a king in there and some golems using a shattered entry and those wizards to clean up. So both the dragon and the loon are down now, and we use the quad quake to get inside of here. So even if they run around a little bit, I mean, there's just a huge landing strip for these Valkyries to run right into that core, and even if they do walk a little bit to the right or left, they're still going to reroute right into that core. There we go. They do sway a little to the left, but then they'll go ahead and jump right back in there. Stand in heels, drop in tons of these loons in from the bottom now, and we've almost got them cleaning out the core. They just take out that last giant bombs, those last 2 giant bombs, and the last ADs. So these loons are sending. Still have 4 more, and do we have any? We don't even have any air defenses up still. So these loons, we do have a splash damage of the Wiz Tower, which is doing a little bit of work on those top loons. We still have 4 more loons that haven't even been deployed yet. Air bombs are not going to do too much. Air skellies will do a lot more, but there aren't any, it looks like. So now we've got cleanup loons. So can't ask for anything more. Crushes this base. Only a few more seconds left, and we're 4 times speeding this. Very nice attack. That's exactly how you la loon, or GoVaLo. All right, number 19. Let's do this. Max going in with the GoVaHo. The cool thing is this is an open core as well. So can you do the GoVaLo? Yeah, you could do the same thing. I don't know why you would choose to do a GoVaHo over a GoVaLo on this base, but it's whatever your preference is. Uses the quad quake again to get in there, and then drops that or doesn't drop the dragon, lures the dragon with barbarians and wizards to kill it, and the loon. Finally, everything's done, and drops 2 golems, no, just 1 golem and 2 golems. Shattered entry up to the top there. The wall breakers go in completely free and reroute the golems in there. Drops the Valkyries in here, and drops the king right behind. So it has 2 heals left over for this core. I guess maybe potentially because they're not going to guaranteed to run into that core, they might run to the right or left because there are a lot of defenses in there. The king will bring them back into the core though, so they could have done this with a GoVaLo easily, but whatever you're comfortable with. Dropping these hogs in here, they are going to get hit by these cannons and these point defenses, whereas a loon would not. But then again, that last air defense did not go down yet, so you know what? Maybe he had like a crystal ball and knew that that last defense wasn't going to go down, or that last air defense wasn't going to go down quick enough, so dropped the hogs in there instead. Still has another heal, which he's going to use here to go ahead and push these hogs to the base. They are on cleanup, and we're almost done with this, so very, very nice attack. GoVaLos, GoVaHos, very interchangeable. You know, it's whatever you're comfortable with and what you think you can get out of it. Alright, two more, number 24. And Mina, Mike Walk, is going to go in here with a mass hog with another open core. So one of those bases where you could GoVaHo or GoVaLo the base, but he decides he wants to go ahead and mass hog it, and I decided to show it because we haven't had enough mass hogs in the the recent Town Hall 8 recaps. So why not? Let's go ahead and drop that giant down there to tank for 2-point defenses against these hogs, or for these hogs, whatever, for, against, whatever you want to say, and they start making their way into that core. Drops a few more the hogs with the king supporting that and tanking for them, and really he wants to make his way into that core. Finally heals up with his first heal, and those hogs kind of reroute back into the core. Drops a whole bunch more to the left, so that he's already done the funneling with the hogs for the defenses, so they'll work their way straight into the core. And then he's got two more, uses that second heal, and only has one more heal left over, but he's gotten most of the base completely crushed. They are not standing in heals. Now they're standing in heals. Trip that double giant bomb set one at a time, so not a very good double giant bomb set, but they've got 2 more point defenses, and then this base is completely crushed. That king is trailing them and being a bully, but he's not going to get the good end of that stick, so he's going to get taken out, and these hogs are going to run wild and clean up the rest of this base. Very nice attack. Wanted to show 3 different styles of attack. Oh, that was a triple giant bomb. I haven't seen that in a while. A tri-giant bomb set. Tripped one at a time. So, yeah, maybe that's like anti-Valk or something, because, I don't know, that's what I hear. Anyway, it's not anti-hog. Wee Willie getting the last recap attack done here with the GoVaHo, and this one, the way he does it, this could be GoVaLo as well. Now, the air defenses are in different compartments, but watch this. He opens it up with a quad quake, and all those 3 defenses are or those 3 air defenses are all right in the core, accessible from a break-in. So he could do a GoVaLo here as well. It's again his preference, whatever he thinks he's going to get the best benefit out of it. And he's going to go ahead and drop the wizards with barbarians there. Very nicely done. Nice clan castle kill. Drops the shattered in here. The only problem is that cannon is going to take out all these wizards because they're not getting tanked by the golem. So they were good enough to tank. The wizards were kind enough to tank enough for those wall breakers to open it up, though. That would have been a wall breaker fail. But we've got one golem rerouting. The other golem is stubborn. Don't know why. I have no idea. It's like we're trying to feed him broccoli or something. He's just like, I don't want it. I'm just going to stay there and pound on the wall. Really didn't get the memo. We'll have a meeting with him after this. Drops that first heal in there. The Valkyries are just running all over the place. That king is going to pound on one of them, but she's going to get, or 2 of them, but he's going to get the idea of why you don't do that. And these air defenses are going to go down pretty soon, but the hogs are already sent in as the Valkyries are running through and tanking. So I think that's one of the reasons why you're using a GoVaHo instead of a GoVaLo, because by the time they make it all the way there, they're already through towards the end of the base. Might as well drop those hogs in there, and it doesn't matter when they take out those air defenses. So we have tripped the double giant bomb, or at least a single, and these hogs can go ahead and do the rest of the cleanup with some of the Valks are still up, a golem, full golem, and wizards and barbarians. So very nice attack. Love to watch these type of things. Some of them are great bases, some of them not so much, but you know, that's what we're dealing with here is GoVaHo, GoVaLo. Every once in a while you'll see a GoHo, you'll see some mass hogs. On the lower bases or poorly designed bases, you'll see a dragloon. There is a dragloon that I could have shown, but I did it on the cleanup attacks. If you guys haven't checked that cleanup attacks, then check that one out against, I think it was ESPANA or the Arabic clan. I don't know either one, but there is a dragloon attack in there, which was a cleanup attack. So check that video out. Get used to the compositions you're using here. Get used to the spells that you bring and how you deploy the timing and everything like that. And go ahead and get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.